A fresh crisis and controversy has sprung up over the sudden and immediate resignation of Arun Goel as the election commissioner just weeks before the Lok Sabha polls. With the other EC, Anup Chandra Pandey, also having retired, that leaves only the Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar in the Election Commission with elections on the political parties' doorsteps. This, remember, is an explosion of politics over the same that's being witnessed the last so many hours. And the biggest question behind it all is why? Why has Arun Goel resigned? From what we are hearing, Arun Goel had differences with the Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar on several issues. Two prominent issues, sources say, were the deployment of central forces for the elections in Bengal and the EC's silence over SBI seeking an extension of time for furnishing electoral bond information. To add to this, the CEC and the EC had purportedly travelled separately to Chennai, and the Election Commissioner Arun Goel had skipped the EC's briefing in West Bengal as well. On the other hand, top Election Commission sources also tell us that EC and the CEC had travelled together to Bengal and Bihar and also to an international conference recently. And Mr. Goel had skipped the Bengal briefing because of ill health. Pertinently, the ECI also says that there were no disagreements over which any dissent notes were submitted, and the differences in viewpoints were expected because the commissioners had different experiences. A look at Election Commission's briefings and events so far this year, though, show that Arun Kumar handled all of them apart from the most recent one. He was there at Lucknow, Chennai, where he flew separately, but appeared nonetheless in Patna, Bhubaneswar, and even in New Delhi at the Election Commission of India's National Voters' Day, which was an event alongside the Law Minister. Let's listen into, though, what the Election Commissioner of India said while announcing he wasn't present in the Kolkata briefing on the 5th of March.
Honorable Election Commissioner Shri Arun Goel sir couldn't join the PC because of some health. We also have with us today senior officials from the ECI headquarters in Delhi. We also have the CEO of West Bengal, Dr. Aftab sir.
And more news coming in. We've accessed details of Arun Goel's executive record. It shows that since he entered service in 1987, he held 40 positions, including a smattering of promotions and dual postings. Interestingly, we're also told his peers say he has a history of not staying anywhere for too long. Let me quickly go across to Madhav joining us with more details. Been in service since 1987, held 40 positions so far. And several of his colleagues are of the opinion that he's not been able to stay at one place for far too long. But there are other news pieces which do highlight how all may have not been well between the Chief Election Commissioner and Mr. Goel. And that may have been one of the big reasons on why he decided to do this.
Well, absolutely. And in fact, we have, accessed this executive record because what we were told is that several of the peers, several of the officials that Times Now has spoken to have been saying that he has a reputation of actually, being temperamental, of actually not being there in several posts before the completion of his tenure. And there have been similar situations that have been witnessed in the culture department, in the urban development department, and several other departments here at the center. And also they are saying that there were several such occasions of Mr. Goel leaving a particular post midway and seeking a fresh posting. Now, as per the executive record of Mr. Arun Goel that has been accessed by Times Now, we've looked into the veracity of this. Of course, the exact reasons and circumstances, perhaps Mr. Goel would be best placed, or those who are his colleagues would be best placed to explain that. But in several of these circumstances, there have been a relatively short tenure. For instance, we've seen 40 postings, as you rightly said, during the 35-year tenure. But this includes promotions as well as dual roles in the early part of his career. And before his last official posting as an IS officer, in the sense that he was the Secretary of the Heavy Industries, which was, of course, a 3-year tenure. Before that, in the Culture Ministry, between May 2018 and December 2019. So those are
some of his past records, Madhav, and this is, of course, coming in from his executive records, which have been accessed by Times Now. Thank you so much for detailing this for us. We need to head into a quick commercial break with more lined up on the other side. We'll be right back.